was August Alsina. It was, everything was in that hand, and he was going to release it live on TV upon Chris Rock's face. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D Henny. If you're new here, if you're not new here, then you already know my name, and that is because you're a part of the family. And I want to say I love you so much and thank you so much for being a part of the fam. Okay, let's get into this video. If you read the title, you already know why we're here. And today we're talking about the Oscars. I'm doing like a quick review of the Oscars and some moments that I noticed. So first and foremost, let me say I am not an avid Oscar watcher. Like, I don't look forward to it every year. I barely and rarely watch it, but this year it was a little lit, so I did watch it, and I had a few things that I wanted to talk about, so that's what this is. Okay, let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about is Beyonce's performance. She could do no wrong. She's the queen. She did an amazing job performing her song from the King Richard movie. She did a great job. She looked beautiful, body, like, she looks so good. 40 is the new 20, okay? She looks so good. Her body looks so good. Her voice sounded amazing. And guess who she had on stage with her? Her little baby, Blue Ivy. Listen, Blue is gonna be something else when she gets grown, because look at her parents, look at her mom alone. Her mom is gonna have her exposed to so many things at a young age. As you can see, I mean, Blue was killing it. She was hitting the choreography. She was killing it. And you know, her mom is a perfectionist, and you know, that's going to rub off on her. So I can see Blue being the next Beyonce. And yeah, so she already got her started. So shout out to Beyonce for doing an amazing job. And also shout out to her drummer, Vinzilla Joy, who is from Buffalo, New York. That's my hometown. That's where I'm from. Shout out to you, girl. So yeah, Beyonce was a good side of the Oscars. Now let's get into it. Number 2. We don't talk about Bruno, and I may never talk about Bruno now, because that performance was so trash. I was so disappointed. Okay, we don't talk about Bruno Goes Down in this house, okay? I love that song. I sing that song when my kids is at school and I'm home alone. That song is a bop. So when I heard that they were performing it at the Oscars, I was so excited to see how they would translate it into a live performance. And if you know the song, you know they had a lot of avenues they could have taken to really make that a great performance. And they decided not to take one avenue to a great performance. I thought they started out good, and then I just was completely done when Megan stood up. I was like, what is this? And I love Megan. Shout out to Megan. No offense, but we didn't need that. We did not need a rap verse that we don't know. Like, when we see a performance, we want to sing along to the song that we've been listening to for months. So when we see the performance, we like, that's what we want to hear. I know the Oscars is not necessarily a kid's show, but when it's stuff like that where a kid's song is going to be performed, you probably would call your kid to the TV like, oh, they're going to perform. We don't talk about Bruno. And then to be surprised to not know any of the words, it's like they didn't even sing the song. They made up a whole new song. Like, why did y'all do that? Like, I didn't like it. That was terrible. I wish I didn't do that. But yeah, Megan, I guess she wrote a quick verse to go with the song. It was unnecessary. That was not necessary. Okay, we did not need that. But yeah, we don't talk about Bruno, and now we really not talking about that performance. Next, the last thing I want to talk about is what everybody is talking about, and that's the slap heard around the world. Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock because he told a joke about Jada, his wife, Jada. And a lot of people are, one side is Chris, one side is Will, and I would say I'm on the fence. And I'm on the fence because defending your partner is always a plus in my book. Okay, you supposed to. You're supposed to defend me. You're supposed to look out for me, and I'm supposed to do the same for you, especially when you're married. Like, duh. But there's a time and a place to do that, and that was not it. So here's my theory. For almost some years, Will and Jada has been the brunt of jokes for a while. Like, ever since she did the Red Table Talk and she came out with the word entanglements, like she invented the word entanglements, ever since she exposed that, ever since she said things about Will and their personal life, they have been the brunt of jokes. And I feel like when Will walked up to that stage and lifted his hand, that hand contained all the jokes that has been told about them over the years. That it was entanglements, it was all the blogs saying how Will is soft, all the memes, all the pictures of him crying. It was August Alsina. It was, everything was in that hand, and he was going to release it live on TV upon Chris Rock's face. And Chris Rock was just an example that had to be made in front of the world, because that joke was not that bad for him to get up out his seat and go smack that man on live TV. I feel like it was pent up anger, aggression, and he just got it out and smacked him. And hopefully he thinks, y'all gonna keep me and my wife's name out your mouth. And now he has painted a new narrative of himself, that he's not soft. Like, he'll walk up to you and slap you in your face. Like, now that's what people are talking about. Because when Chris Rock told the joke, he laughed. And then within a millisecond, he was walking up to the stage to slap him in the face. And poor Chris, because he was so flabbergasted after that smack, and he didn't see it coming. Because Will plays so much that he probably thought, oh, Will coming up to play. And he was not playing. He smacked the shit out of him. He was so flabbergasted after that smack. That's how I know it was not staged. It was not fake. Everybody keep trying to say, oh, it was fake. It was not fake. That was very much real. And I feel like even the audience thought it was fake up until Will said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. That's when you can hear a pin drop, because they were laughing even after the slap. They thought it was fake until he said that, and they like, ooh, Lupita face, like, oh shit, he's for real. But yeah, I want to say that there's a time and a place for things, and the fact that Will laughed, whether it was a unconscious laugh, like sometimes you just not paying attention, you just because you know cameras are on you, just because you know that's what they do. He probably wasn't even really laughing in real life, but once he seen Jada was pissed off, in that moment, as a wife, if you love your husband and you know tonight could be a huge night for him, and you see him about to stand up, I would have grabbed him and said, not now. We can handle this later. You could have pulled Chris to the side. You could have waited to a commercial break and said, hey, that's not cool. That wasn't cool. Like, she's going through things or whatever. But to do that on live TV was very odd. It's like he was under a spell. How you laughing? And then she look at you and the next thing you know, you walking up to the stage to smack somebody. Like, that's very powerful, Jada. What's going on? That's power. Very odd. But that says a lot about Jada. I don't know. I wouldn't let my husband embarrass himself, one. And two, take away from the biggest night of his career. He won an Oscar, but it's being overshadowed by the smack. Nobody cares that he won this Oscar. We want to know, why did you do that? That's what people care about. Nobody even cared, like, oh, okay, but why did you smack Chris? So to be, his partner, to be his wife, I know you love me, baby, and I know you're going to defend me, but we're going to take care of this later, because I don't want you to mess up your night. But she let him go. She went. And then bumped foreheads when he came back, like, oh, Lord. So make sure y'all leave a comment down below and let me know how you felt about the Oscars as a whole. But specifically, how did you feel about Will smacking the shit out of Chris Rock? Do you think it was justified, or do you think he was doing too much? Like, I think he was justified, but he was doing too much in that moment. He could have waited. He could have smacked Chris behind backstage, but that's why I'm saying he wanted to use Chris as an example to the world to keep me and my wife's name out your mouth. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with your family and friends. The family is growing. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, so make sure you're sharing my videos. I appreciate it, and when we get to 1K, we will be having a giveaway. So let's get there, y'all, so I can give y'all something away. All right, until next time. Bye.